Boys, I'm not gonna lie. I just recorded a video and then I had to go take a freaking number two. And I know you guys didn't expect this when clicking on this video, but like honestly, that video I was kind of like rambling and yapping, and I wasn't really like present. Like like I was just saying random crap. So I'm back. All right, I'm back. I'm gonna record another one. Hopefully, everyone is doing well. So pretty much, if you haven't watched my last video, all right, which was probably already uploaded, that video was talking about how I had a really bad morning. Or no, bro, forget morning. A really bad week. Okay, I had a really bad week in terms of I went into a rut. I didn't go to the gym. I went to the gym like twice, max, the entire week. And it's crazy because I actually love going to the gym. So I actually didn't understand what the frick was going on. I was justifying a lot of bad habits, and specifically as well, I woke up very late. On the weekends, I woke up at both days. On Saturday and Sunday, I up at like 11 or 10:30 a.m. And I was saying this in the last video, which uh, like the one I was just recording. I don't know. I genuinely don't know what's happening. I know what's happening, but like, it's almost as if like, it's like, of course, like I've let the comfort take over me, and I've let like I've taken the easy route and whatever, whatever. But I think it's deeper than just that. I was playing FIFA literally on Saturday nights. I went out with my parents and stuff like that, my family. We came home like very late, and instead of sleeping so I can wake up the next day in a decent time, I started playing FIFA until like 4 a.m. and watching random videos online. I don't know. This video is about how I get out of my ruts, but despite being on self improvement for 2.5 years at this point, I still go on these ruts randomly. Not randomly, it's chosen, right? I choose to do it without really realizing that I do choose to do it, which is the crazy part. Because at the end of the day, we take responsibility for our actions. We take responsibility for everything that we do, right? So again, I have zero thoughts in my mind. I don't even know like what to even say. Pretty much yesterday morning, I woke up at 11 a.m., right? Or 10:30, 10:40, whatever. And then the first thing I did was I got up, I thanked God, right? I thanked Allah, God. And then the second thing I did literally was grab my iPad, which is beside my bed. I grabbed my iPad, I opened the journal app like that I journal with, right? The note taking app. And if you're wondering what I use, it's called Calla Notes, whatever. So I bought it for like, I don't know, like $15 or so. I don't know. I just bought it. It's like a one time payment. So whatever. So I got the Calla Note thing, and then I started journaling, right? And this is what I journaled. I might put a screenshot of this, I might not, but I'm gonna say it right now. So it's called a morning journal, obviously morning journal. It's currently exactly 11 a.m. I woke up about 10 to 15 minutes ago, just laying on my bed. I didn't want to get up because I was too comfortable in bed. I didn't want to get up because I didn't want to face a relapsing loser like reality. Because I know what I'd done last night, which was stay up till very late, relapse on video games, and just watch random videos online and just freaking just waste time. Pretty much, I chose the instant gratification, which then destroyed the next day. So either way, I chose to play FIFA. I didn't honor my sleep, almost as if I don't have a purpose. Because there's no way someone with a purpose to provide for his parents would ever do that. He would choose reality, and he would choose his goals, his real life goals, more than a video game. And I was just very pissed at myself. I was genuinely just like very pissed off. I was like, there's a reason why I'm running this journal and like all this stuff. But honestly, to be honest with you, I was looking for a way out. I was looking for a way out. I was looking for a solution, but I realized the solution is not gonna come from something external. It's gonna come from me. Like it's gonna come from God, which is obviously external. But like what I mean by the external is like, let's just say right now you want to get very good at a video game. What we used to do back in the day, which is we would get like mice or mouse, whatever. We'll get a mouse that was like extremely like gaming mouse with like RGB lighting and like super lightweight. And we would like pretend like, oh yeah, guys, I just bought this amazing mouse from like Razer, and like we're gonna get so good at this video game now. But you realize it's not the mouse that makes you good at the video game. It's the habits. It's who you are. If you're good at the video game, no matter what the frick you use, you're gonna be good at it, right? You could be running in freaking shoes that are not good for running, but you can still run more than the runner who never ran. Like the person who never ran but bought the most expensive shoes for running, like Nike something something. I forget the names. Air Zoom something. I forget. Either way, this goes back to show the solution is you taking responsibility that you took the action towards something bad or good. But for me, like that still wasn't enough because I was like, okay, yeah, so the solution, like it's my fault that I'm skipping the gym. It's my fault that I'm just staying up late and I'm doing this, I'm doing that. But like, how do I fix this? That it still was pretty vague to me, right? I understand like it was my fault and whatever, but it was still super vague to me. Like, how do I still then fix this issue of mine? And then I went on YouTube, and the first thing I searched up was Hamza. I searched up Hamza videos, and I found the video, which was he talked about how you're in a rut. And this video I watched like a couple of days ago, and I went back to it. I was like, wait, Hamza made a video about this, right? So I went on the video. It was on a second channel, and he was just saying like most people have such a big ego that they need to either operate on like this level, like the version of themselves who they were at their highest peak prime level, or they will just never do the habit. They'll never do the good habits. And I was like, that makes a lot of sense. Like I secretly have such a big ass ego. It's crazy. And again, this goes back to like my conversation with one of my close friends at university. He just got into self improvement recently, and like he was saying like, bro, like I'm having such big problems, and we're going through his limiting beliefs. And one of his limiting beliefs is that like he needs to be this perfect guy, like a 4.0 GPA student, but then he's too scared of the pain that it requires to get there, right? So he's either gonna study if he's a 4.0, or he's not gonna study at all. He's either gonna go to the gym when he's like jacked, or he's not gonna go to the like, it's one of those situations. Like he's only gonna like he wants to become a 4.0 student. He wants to get this insane high grade. He wants to become this strong man and this confident man in the gym and big in the gym, whatever. But he wants to be that, but he cannot get to that because it takes too much out of him. And I was like, this makes so much sense, and I'm going through the same thing. Bro, and you might be going through the same thing. This happens to you, especially with studies, bro. You might be brown watching this, you might be white, you might be black, I don't care. But like, especially if you're brown, from brown culture, bro, I'm telling you right now, you don't have to study 10 hours a day like your parents tell you, like your culture, our culture tells you. The only reason why someone would have to study 10 hours a day is because they were not prepared for the weeks to come. You don't have to go to the gym for 7 days a week to become an I'm not even that jacked, but like extremely jacked when you're clearly not at that level. And when I was thinking about it, I was like, yo, this makes so much freaking damn sense. Because think about it. I'm going through I'm going through the same thing. But for me, it's more dangerous. For me, it's like wrapped up, it's covered up with like 2.5 years of self improvement experience. I'm like, oh, I'm more than capable enough to wake up at 4:45 a.m. Yeah, I take the cold shower. Bro, by the way, it's been 2 days since I haven't taken a cold shower. And before that, I've been taking cold showers every single day for like 3 months, 4 months. There's a reason why I didn't take my cold showers today, which I'll get into. But I had this ego, that's this silent ego within myself. And I was just like, I wasn't happy with my physique, right? Like, if you talk to one of my real, like my friends, IRL, like, they would tell me, like, they'll literally, like, tell you that, like, yo, Mahi, like me, they'll tell you, like, yeah, he's, like, unhappy with his physique. And honestly, bro, I've been really unhappy with my physique, and I think I'm negatively destroying my self esteem every single time I go to the gym because I want to act extra humble. So when someone says, "Bro, you're looking big," I'm like, "Oh, no, I'm not big. I'm not big." Clearly, I'm not that small either. I'm not big, but I'm not small. But I'm trying to like undermine who I am, and I think that's also one of the reasons why I've personally chose to not go to the gym more often. Cause I'm like, oh, I'm not big and whatever, and I'm not progressing, and so I just kind of skipped the gym. I think one other reason why I skipped the gym is because I've just gotten super like comfortable. I was just like, oh yeah. I'll just go to the gym tomorrow, or like I'll like freaking fruit flies, bro. I'm sorry. I'll just go to the gym tomorrow, or like I'll just like combine my workouts. I'll do like a full on upper back day tomorrow, so I don't have to go to the gym today. I'm like, my guy, just go to the gym for 30 minutes. No, it's almost like I lost the drive to get the physique that I that I'm nowhere near. But you think this is nothing compared to where I want to get to. Search up Hussein FHT Hussein FHT. Search that up and you'll see like yo that guy is like obviously I'm not gonna freaking like pedestalize a physique, but I'm saying like that's at least what I kind of want to look like, close enough, inshallah, in the future, if God willing. So either way, Hamza was saying that most people have this big ego and everything, and that's one of the reasons why, because it's like, oh, you can't go to the gym, you don't want to go to the gym right now, but then tomorrow you're gonna be doing like two workouts at once. But you can't even do like one workout today. How are you gonna do two workouts tomorrow? It's almost like, oh, I'm not gonna study today because tomorrow I'm gonna study for 10 hours a day. I'm like, what the frick, right? And he was comparing like being in this rut like situation as if you were like sick or disabled. Like imagine right now you got an injury and like your arm or like your shoulder like broke off, or like if something happened to your shoulder, you got a shoulder injury, right? If you benched 100 kg, which is crazy, right? But let's just say you benched 100 kg before your injury. Do you expect yourself to bench 100 kg with your injury? No. You might bench like 60 or 70. This is the example that Hamza was giving. Like, and I was like, this makes a lot of sense. If we are if we are unable or incapable or not doing the 7 days or 6 days of the gym, if we're skipping the gym, if we're skipping the studying, if you're skipping the deep work, if you're skipping the other things, if you're skipping that, how do you expect yourself to do two workouts tomorrow? How do you expect yourself to work double the time tomorrow and pile up more homework for yourself tomorrow? There's clearly an issue. And that's what when he then said, we have to practice something called progressive deload. I was like, I know what this is. Because I've been on self improvement for 2.5 years. But progressive deload, I wrote it down here. Progressive deload is pretty much do like one or two things that you're really avoiding and have a day where it's just it's too easy. Like for me, my only work block or work blocks or work tasks rather is make this video and do my math homework. For the entire day, I'm working a max of 1 hour of deep work. That's it. Just entire day. For the gym, I'm only going for 30 to 40 minutes. That's it. Typically, I typically go for like 1 hour, 20 minutes, 1 hour, 10 minutes, sometimes 1 hour, 30 minutes, 1.5 hours. But no, I'm going for 30 minutes, 40 minutes max, tops. That's it. And my entire day is just comprised of these three things, or four things actually. I'll explain. The two work blocks I mentioned, recording this video, which I'm already doing, and then doing my math homework in the when I'm at uni, inshallah, if God willing, and then the gym for 30, 40 minutes, and then the last habit is sleep early. That's it. And you're gonna be like, bro, but you have hours and hours in a day. Like, how are you gonna waste so many hours in a day? And I'm just saying, like, this is the thing. This is what we have to do. We have to deload ourselves. And I've done it yesterday, and I've seen that my day was so good yesterday. I felt so much better. And this morning, because I slept earlier, this morning I got more sleep, and I feel like more doing more productive things voluntarily. Voluntarily, I feel like doing more productive things. And the idea is you want to just do something that's too easy so you can destroy that ego. So I can destroy that ego of mine, you can destroy that ego of yours. Because your ego is going to be like, nah, bro, I can do 7 hours of work. Why are you only doing 30 minutes? But that's the point. You destroy that ego and slowly develop up and up and up and again. Going back to my friend's example at university, when he was saying, like, oh, I need to be a 4.0 GPA. Bro, you don't need, like, he needs to first learn to study first, like, properly, like, with like 30 minutes of deep work. It's like he's having trouble studying like a 4.0 student because he hasn't built up the mind of a 4.0 student right now. Right now, his mind, his mindset, his willpower, his energy levels, his frequency, whatever you want to say, that is like at a level, maybe at a, well, whatever GPA he's getting now. I don't know what his GPA, like a 3 GPA. He's getting a 3 GPA right now, which is not even that bad, but like he obviously wants higher, or he's like a 2.7. I forget what he was. I'm not trying to shame him or anything. I'm just saying, like, that's what he said, right? So right now, his mind, he wants to be at a 4.0, but his current mind is at a 2.7. And like the mindset's like maybe he doesn't feel like working most of the time. Maybe he doesn't feel like doing. So why put yourself through such a burden when you can just do 30 minutes of work today? And slowly, as we keep going and moving on, a week or 2 weeks from now, he'll be doing 1 hour, 1.5 hours of work, and then 2 hours, and then three, and then four. And then he'll get to the 4.0 student mindset. But if you're like, it's like, this is the last example, but it's like when you're playing a video game and you're freaking like, let's just say you play Pokemon. I don't know much about Pokemon, but let's just say you're like a Bulbasaur or like something like super like weak or something. I don't know, Bulbasaur is weak, but like I don't know, bro. Let's say you're a freaking cockroach. That okay? Let's say you're a freaking cockroach, and you wanna go and level up. Now, as a cockroach, are you not gonna be fighting like Charizard? No. Are you going to be fighting like the strongest Pokemon available? No, because you're a freaking cockroach. If you're a cockroach, you're gonna have to verse other cockroaches until you level up until like you're like a freaking dragon. And it's the same thing. If we're right now at this level where we are having a ruts and after ruts and ruts and we can't really get ourselves to do the work and we can't do the homework, the gym, the reading, anything like the, the activity, we have to start off extremely late to destroy the ego of ours and slowly build ourselves. And the idea is something I learned today, which is you want to voluntarily do something. When you voluntarily do a task, it's so much, that's what it's supposed to be. At one point when it becomes like ego, you just do it to keep up a persona. Like for me, I was just like kind of waking up at 4:45 because everyone knows I wake up at 4:45 in a way. And even though it was because I want to become my most capable self and that was my reasoning, I don't know. I think you just like you kind of just do it so you can, instead of like voluntarily waking up at 4:45. And I'm not saying you're going to be volunteering to do hard things all the time. Sometimes you have to push yourself. That's why discipline exists. But it's almost as if like I'm just waking up at 4:45 to just wake up at 4:45. If that makes sense. Instead of reaping the benefits. It's like reading a book, but you're just reading the book to read the book. But you're not reading the book to get the benefits of the book and to really read what the author is trying to say. You just kind of read the book. That also another thing I was going through. So the moment you take away the expectations and you find the fun in the gym, just without needing to like, oh, I need to be big or massive. You just kind of remove those expectations. You just want to go to the gym for the sake of it, and you find it fun. You're gonna voluntarily go to the gym a lot more, because you're only going for 30 minutes, right? And you're seeing yourself get bigger. You're seeing a bigger pump, and you're gonna be like, yo, I like the gym. Let's keep going. I want to get bigger. I want to get stronger. But that's when you're choosing to do it, right? And at one point, it will become like a night and day. Like it will become easy. It will become automatic. The gym will become automatic. I'm speaking from experience. I don't know what the frick's happened to me this week. I have to do some digging. I kind of have a reason why. I know. I just got comfortable. I started to shame myself, and the gym became not a pleasurable thing to be in. Like I would skip workouts even when I did go to the gym. I would skip workouts. The gym I would treat it as something like I just kind of go in there and do it instead of going in there really like loving the thing for itself. And now I've been like yesterday I went to the gym and I really liked it. I really did like it. And I just want to voluntarily go to the gym and just get as big as possible. But honestly, it's just the gym is the end goal in and of itself. Like just going to the gym itself, like I want to reap the benefits of that. Forget the physique. Forget the physique. So, anyways, I gotta go to school, bro. First work block is done. Had to record this video. Hopefully this benefited you. Hopefully this helped you because I know there's so many of us that want to change, but it's the freaking ego that's stopping us. It happens to me, even if you're on self improvement for a couple of years at this point. But yeah, boys, I'm gonna see you soon. Hopefully, stay safe. Hopefully, everything's good. If you have any questions, leave a comment. We definitely have a conversation, and I'll see you boys later. Yeah. Assalamu alaikum to my Muslims, and see you soon.